Vox, you've really dug the bottom of the barrel this time. I cannot believe that you think that it is so harmful that Andrew Yang is wearing his own stereotypes with irony, so that he can't have them thrown against him by his opponents. And you think that him stating that he's good at math and that he knows doctors as an Asian is such a terrible, horrible thing. You know what? I think that you are not thinking very hard. And you know that if you knew that math was an acronym for Make America Think Harder, then you'd understand, but you clearly don't. Because here's the thing. The real story of racism towards Asian Americans and it involving Andrew Yang is not the fact that some comedian called him the C word. It's not the fact that he said Asians know doctors. It is the fact that the media for 4 months was able to get away with not putting his name up for polling results. Whenever they could, they'd get rid of his face and wouldn't show it on the TV. They even replaced him with a white dude in one when he was polling 6th, and they put the 9th candidate up because they could get away with it. They knew they could get away with it. They didn't even get his name right at one point. Like, we have receipts. This has happened so much, and this is the real conversation that you should have been having if you were a little bit smarter. But no, because that would make you have to wear a mirror and look at yourself. Come on. Really? Do you not think that Donald Trump is going to use the fact that Andrew Yang is an Asian American against him? Have you not been to any article on Yahoo and seen the 60 comments of people who don't like Yang saying, F off Chinese commie, go back to China? Andrew Yang isn't even Chinese, damn it. Andrew Yang is Taiwanese American. That is so offensive. They are right now, the Solomon Islands just freaking pulled out and support China, and they are losing allies by the second, and a takeover of Taiwan is getting more and more imminent by the day. Do you not think Andrew Yang knows this? Do you not think he knows? He jokes that he's going to get called Comrade Yang by Trump because he knows how racist the undertones that are. Come on. If you actually did your job, that would be the scoop you'd be telling. That would be the story that you tell. Is why did the mainstream media inherently know that they could get away with that shit and it would not get called out as racist? And I mean, you know what's interesting, Vox? Andrew Yang has not brought up race the entire time until he literally was forced to because someone called him the C word. He is so against identity politics, and even his response is so clearly against identity politics. This guy is smart. Why is he not allowed to say he's good at math? Why is he not allowed to say he knows doctors? It's just ridiculous. He's literally wearing all of these stereotypes and negative things that people would use against him as armor. And you have the gall to then turn around and be like, he's super problematic. Piss off. What a joke. If you actually did journalism, you would have been reporting on the erasure story. That was so clear as day obvious that they did it because they knew they could get away with it because he was an Asian goddamn American. They knew it. It was only when Yang Gang started pulling the shit up out of these people. And even when Andrew Yang had to address it himself. And even now, if you want to really talk about something happening right now, because now they can't do that anymore. It's too obvious. So they can't. And he's gaining momentum. And you know what people are doing now, Vox? This is what people are doing. Instead, they're writing articles that say, oh, I really like all of Andrew Yang's ideas, but there's no way he's ever going to make it. Or, oh, the Democrats should be listening to Andrew Yang because, he's so right, but he's never going to make it. What type of story does that tell Asian Americans? That no matter how hard you work, no matter how right you are, you're never going to make it. And you know what, Vox? Here's something I think people don't understand, and this is the absolute brilliance of Andrew Yang and Make America Think Harder. The fact is, sometimes the most harmful things that happen are not the ones that are literally staring at you right in the face. Sometimes they're the subtle things, the little things. The tiny little cogs in the machine that is mainstream media that is able to mass manipulate people into thinking and believing certain things. And they are way more powerful and way more detrimental to Asian Americans than Andrew Yang saying that he likes math. That's the real story, but you won't report that because you don't think very freaking hard, do you? Nah. Because that's not journalism these days. 24-hour news cycle, short attention spans, gotta pump out the thing that's gonna cause the most outrage. That's how you all operate. And it's ridiculous. Andrew Yang is so on the money. America, think bloody harder. Journalism, think freaking harder. It's not rocket science. Do better. The end. I'm out. I hope you've learnt a little bit of something called just because it's in your face doesn't mean it's the worst thing ever. That's it. That's it. I can't believe I had to make this video. I cannot believe this shit's still going on. Because now the mainstream media has decided, Vox. Mainstream media has decided that they're going to do everything to squish Andrew Yang. And they're going to do all sorts of little subtle digs to remind all these Asian Americans to know their place. Don't take too many of our Harvard spot Asians Americans. You're not allowed. That's the real story. But, as I said, thinking's hard these days. I'm out. Bye.